Hi and welcome everyone to Adobe Flash. We are going to do some animations with text in this activity. We're going to go to Create New, ActionScript 3.0. And we're going to start by selecting the Text tool. And I'm going to click and drag. And I'm going to put in some text. I want the text to be large in size. It's going to be 100-point text. So it's already set for that. If you need to change that, please do that. And we're going to put in the numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just going to grab the selection tool and I'm just going to move everything to the center of the stage. All of that is selected, so I'm going to go to Modify and I'm going to go Break Apart. You can see that each one of these is broken apart. Now, if I want to animate each of these numbers, what I need to do is convert each of these to a symbol. So if I click on the number 5 and go to Modify, Convert to Symbol, I'm going to convert this to a symbol, and why don't we just call it 5. Click on OK. I'm going to click on the number 4, and same thing. I'm going to convert it to a symbol. We'll call that number 4. Number 3, we'll do the same thing. Number 2, we'll do the same thing. And we'll do it with our last number. Alright, so we've converted each separate number to a symbol, so we can animate each one of those numbers. I'm going to select all of these. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a countdown. I'm going to create a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown. In order to do that, I need the numbers to overlap on each other. So I'm going to go to Window, and I'm going to go to Align. Right now they're all selected. So if I go to Align, I can align all of these horizontally. So I'm going to click on this here. And there. Now they're all on top of one another. I'm going to go over here to the vertical align and just click on that. Make sure that they're vertically aligned. And now they are. Now they're all selected. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Modify, and I'm going to go to Timeline, and I'm going to go to Distribute to Layers. I want each number to have its own layer. So I'm going to click on this. Look in the top left-hand corner. You're going to see it create a number of layers. And there, we've got each one of the layers here. Now remember, if you want, we can lock each of these layers. If we want to work with, say, layer 5, I can lock all these other layers to make sure I don't interfere with any of those. I'm just working on layer 5. I'm going to unlock those. If I just want to view one of the layers, let's say I want to view only this number 5, then I can hide all the other ones. Let's bring them all back. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I just have the first layer selected, and I'm going to click on this keyframe right here. I'm going to click and hold with my mouse, and I'm going to drag it out to frame 50. So I moved the keyframe out to that number. What that means is the animation will not start for that number until it gets to frame 50. I'm going to go to layer that has the number 2. I'm going to click on the keyframe here, and I'm going to pull it out to 40. And again, what that means is that number won't be shown until we get to frame 40. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Pull this out to 30. This one here, I'm going to pull this one to 20. And the number 5, I'm going to pull it out to frame 10. Now, if I scrub through this, I can see what it looks like. You can see the numbers pop up. But if I play this by hitting enter, you can see that they show up too quickly, and that's not going to be a good countdown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the number 5, and I want it to stay animated longer so we can see it. So what I'm going to do is click on frame 19, and I'm going to right click, insert keyframe. It shows up as gray, so now what I'm going to do is right click in that gray, and I'm going to create motion tween. So now what I've done is now it comes on in frame 10, and it stays on until frame 19. At which point we go to the number 4. So we're going to do the same thing with the number 4. So in frame 29 right here, I'm going to click on that frame for the number 4, and I'm going to right click and insert keyframe. That turns gray. I'm going to right click and create motion tween. So now it's showing up longer, the same number of frames as number 5 did. I'm going to go to here, click on this one right here, that would be frame 39, right click, insert keyframe. It turns gray. I'm going to right click and create motion tween. I'll do the same thing for the number 2, so I'm going to go to frame 49, and I'm going to insert keyframe. Right click, create motion tween. And then for the number 1, I'll go up to frame 59 and insert keyframe. Right click, create motion tween. And there. We've animated our countdown, and if I hit enter, we've created the countdown. I'd like you to do the same thing on your website. When you're done, you're going to go File, Save As. We're going to save it as Countdown. Remember, project files are .fla files. We're going to save it. And when we go to Publish, Settings, just confirm that it will be saving as an SWF file. Click OK. And when we go File and Publish, we've exported to an SWF. That's a file that we can upload on our website. Please try this. Upload the countdown on your animation main page. And that's it. We'll talk to you next time.